But let's quickly get on board Aditya Shah, who's the founder, who's the founder of Hercules Advisor, on the phone line now, joining us. Hi, thank you so much, Aditya, for joining us today.
Hi.
Aditya, the numbers for SBI have just broken out, and it seems like the street is giving a big thumbs up to that. A sharp stock spike is what we are seeing right now. Clear beat coming in on the pat front. 10% uptick is what we are seeing. How do you read into the numbers, and what has really stood out for you?
So I've not been able to look at the numbers, but particularly the profit number seems to be fairly okay. If you look at the NPAs have improved from about 1.83% to about 1.47%, which is really very good. I need to look at how much slippage was there, what is the loan growth and deposit growth to comment further. But from my perspective, the numbers look steady and the numbers look good. The provisions number is at about 5,400, at about 3,300 crores, which is also fairly okay. So from my perspective, steady set of numbers, nothing to complain about that.
Right. Aditya, any area where you feel that perhaps it's not in line with what the street was penciling in, and that perhaps what are the laggards here?
As I said, from my perspective, on any lender, the number one thing is to look at is the asset quality and the provisions number. I now have the provisions number, which is at about 5,036 crores as compared to about 4,759 crores. Sequentially, there has been a rise in slippages and provisions, but if you look at year on year, it looks to be fairly stable. So that is number one thing that is on my mind. Now, to look at the loan growth and the deposit growth, once we have the presentation, then we can look and say what is the number asset. But as of now, the numbers look very stable.
Right, numbers looking stable there, but a slight bit of disappointment coming on the slippages front. Do you see that recovery to happen anytime soon?
So slippages are fairly okay. SBI being the large size of SBI, I don't think slippages are actually a problem for SBI. I think the numbers are bang in line. A little bit of slippage rise here and there, that is fairly okay. That should not be a problem as such. So from my perspective, steady set of numbers. I think after ICICI Bank, SBI's numbers are the next in.
Right. Aditya, also talk to us about what are the things that you will be watching out for as far as the management commentary is concerned. Of course, we will be looking at the credit growth. We will be looking at the deposit and the loan growth. I beg your pardon. But besides that, what are the things that you're watching out for, and what the street is penciling in from the management con call?
Also, from my perspective, I will first look at the, as I said, loan growth, deposit growth. I will also look at unsecured retail side. How is that really behaving? Is the bank cautious on the corporate side of the loan book? In the corporate side, only SBI and HDFC are giving good loans. So that also I will see whether the management is cautious on that. Overall, I will also, since SBI is the top bank in the country, I will look at what is their commentary with respect to loan growth and how much loan growth that we are supposed to do. We see about 14% loan growth over the past 1 month. We need to understand from SBI if that is sustainable or not. But overall, net, I expect the management to give a good set of commentary, which will bode well for us.
Right. Also, we do see the NII numbers to be pretty strong. Do you see that to continue? Do you see that to sustain?
Yes, SBI has reported a good, on the back of lower slippages, a good NII and operating profit, and finally the net profit number. So I think this will continue at least over the period of next 3 to 4 quarters. We should continue.
Right. Despite the macro uncertainties, it has reported stable asset quality. On the asset quality front, also, would you be comfortable with that? And going ahead, also, given the uncertainties, do you see that to sustain as well?
So I have the slippage number. The slippage number is at 7,046 crore, provisions at about 5,047 crore. So the slippages are a tad bit higher. So from my perspective, that is a little bit of disappointment. But other than that, the results look fairly okay.
Right. Also, what about the NIMs trajectory amid the rate cut transmission? What are you penciling in for that?
I expect the NIMs to be stable. I don't think that the NIM should be a problem from my perspective. But I need to see what they have reported. But I don't think that should be a problem.
Right. Also, on the one final question, Aditya, from your end, what are the key monitorables that you are watching out for? And going ahead, also given the fact that the numbers look really decent, at least the first cut of whatever we have received, strong set that's coming in for SBI right now. Do you see that to continue? And within the PSU banking names, let's also talk about the other banking names and where do you find comfort with as far as the numbers are concerned?
So from my perspective, as I said, asset quality and future guidance with respect to loan growth will be keenly watched. Deposits is not a problem for a large bank as SBI. How is the economy moving forward? SBI is the largest pointer to that, and that commentary will be fairly seen. From my perspective, the top bank within the PSU space will be SBI. Then there will be Bank of Baroda and finally Canara Bank. These three, but SBI will continue to be the top.
SBI Bank, Canara Bank and Bank of Baroda are the three top PSU names that Aditya has picked out for us. Of course, SBI continues to be the top pick, and SBI that is up in a way solid 3% after the results. But with that, Aditya, thank you so much for joining us. We'll let you go on that note. And with that, it's time to wrap up this edition of Market Fatafat. Nupur and I will take your leave. Thank you so much for tuning in.